A West Michigan theater group is preparing for a new play focused on the early days of the civil rights movement. Joining me now in studio to tell us about Alabama Story, playwright Kenneth Jones and Edie Evans-Hyde with the Ebony Road Players. Welcome. So great to have you in today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so Kenneth, a Michigan native, and you wrote the play based on this book.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So I stumbled across this story. In 1958, there was a children's book called The Rabbit's Wedding. It was about a black rabbit that marries a white rabbit. And in the 1950s, this was a controversial book, or viewed as a controversial book by certain people.
Sure.
And in the middle of this story is a librarian who protected this book as citizens and politicians wanted it burned. They said they wanted it not just banned, but burned. So in the Deep South, there was this heroic librarian that I stumbled across, and I ended up writing a play about it.
Yeah, and it's been actually shown and in production in several other cities.
That's right. It's had 40 productions around the country. Super lucky that it's really taken off, and it's become more and more popular as as book banning it becomes a new thing. There are 12 productions coming up in the coming year, and this is the West Michigan premiere, which is super exciting.
It is really exciting. And how did you get involved in it? And why is it so important to be telling this story still?
So how I found this story and found the play is that every year Ebony Road Players does a West Michigan Loving Day celebration that observes the Loving versus Virginia Supreme Court case of 1967. And every year I try to look for a play of that piece of history, but how does it now affect us in 2023 or whatever. And I was looking online for a play, and I put in, different words, I guess, and this play came up, and I thought it was perfect, especially now because of what the librarians are going through right now with certain books being banned.
Yeah, the timing of it really, I mean, everything is still making headlines. Like you say, 1958, not much has changed, but is this helping and like opening people's eyes a little bit?
Yeah, I've met with librarians all over the country, and they say it completely rings true. They're still being faced with challenges, and that the story needs to be told. Yeah, it's still relevant. It's not necessarily about interracial marriage, but it is about race and anti-racist books and language. All kinds of content. LGBTQ stories are under fire, and librarians are getting fired. Librarians are being forced out of their positions just for protecting books and allowing them to be there.
And how great is it?
Free speech.
Yes.
It's a free speech issue,
same
sure.
thing. And how great is it that he is from Michigan, too? That also is a really nice connection.
Right. I went to Grand Valley originally, so I did creative writing and journalism, and eventually became a theater critic and then a playwright. So it's kind of magical to be back here and to be supporting this important resident theater that's committed to black stories and the continuum of social justice stories.
Yeah. So you're putting this play on, but also you have something special tomorrow with a panel.
So yes, so I have a group of, it's a little long story, but I have a group of students who have gone through what we call Visionary Academy, and we are offering them a chance to meet the playwright and maybe talk a little bit more about the play in general and how it's important to the community.
And when is the play itself going to be shown?
The play is June 8th through the 11th, and we are doing the play at the Grand Rapids Public Museum.
Oh, wonderful.
So rehearsals begin on Monday, so they start a long process of really digging deep into the play and working together for about 5 or 6 weeks.
So we're excited to have him come and talk to our students.
Yeah, incredible. Okay, good. Well, we have all the information right there about how you can see the play. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, so glad that you're here. Appreciate it.
Thanks.